I made $970,000 last year. How much you make? You see, pal, that's who I am, and you're nothing. Nice guy? I don't give a shit. Good father? Fuck you. Go home and play with your kids. You want to work here? Close. You think this is abuse? You think this is abuse, you cocksucker? You can't take this. How can you take the abuse you get on a sit? You don't like it? Leave. I can go out there tonight. The materials you got, make myself $15,000. Tonight, in 2 hours, can you? Can you? Go and do likewise. AIDA. Get mad, you son of a bitches. Get mad. You know what it takes to sell real estate? It takes brass balls to sell real estate. Go and do likewise, gents. The money's out there. You pick it up, it's yours. You don't, I got no sympathy for you. You want to go out on those sits tonight and close, it's yours. Not, you're going to be shining my shoes. And you know what you'll be saying? Bunch of losers sitting around in the bar. Oh, yeah, I used to be a salesman. It's a tough racket.
Hi, welcome to this video today. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be contrasting what makes a successful salesman with what makes a successful Forex trader. And yeah, before I was a Forex trader, I was actually a salesman. And the skills I learned in sales actually put me in good stead to become a Forex trader. And I'll tell you my story in a moment. But first of all, we started the video with a clip there of Alex Baldwin in a very famous movie scene where he's talking to a bunch of losing salespeople and he's trying to motivate them. And if you look at that video, he actually makes a point about the guy being frightened by rejection. And those guys in that room were all put off by rejection. They didn't have their heart in the job. Now, rejection in sales, a customer rejecting you, not wanting to buy, is exactly the same as a loss in Forex trading. Why are they similar? Because it's a blow to your ego. Who wants to be told, to get lost as a salesman? No one really. But you actually have to turn off to it. And all successful salesmen know this. You have to take rejection cheerfully, move on to the next person. And you see it as a numbers game when you're a salesman, okay? So you're always going to have rejections as you're selling, but you'll work on basically closing more deals and making your income that way. But rejection never goes away. And most people cannot handle it. The same in Forex trading. Most people cannot handle losses. They will not focus on the longer term. It's a numbers game. If you're trading a strategy with an edge, then you are going to have losers, but you're going to have winners on the other side that cover them if you stick to your plan. So you must never take those losses personally, never be distracted by them, just as the successful salesman is never distracted by rejection. And if you're in sales, you do view it as a numbers game and you just keep going and working away, and rejection never bothers you, okay? If you look, okay, in any company, which group of people are normally the highest paid? It's the sales force. And this, the selling in any company, doesn't matter what company it is normally the toughest job. You've got to be mentally tough. You've got to overcome rejection, okay, we just said that. You've got to work longer term. But also you have no hiding place as a salesman. If you do not sell, your failure is obvious, okay? Now, there's just no hiding place. If you think about it, in many professions there's a hiding place. Let's say you're a lawyer defending a client in court. You lose the case, you can always say, well, the client's case was weak. There's plenty of excuses in a lot of jobs. And other jobs don't even put you on the spot. In sales place, no hiding place. Same in Forex. There's no hiding place. There's no excuse if you lose money. you are on your own. And that is what makes people feel very, very uncomfortable. Not many people like to put themselves up and, basically, have the opportunity of failing. Most people would rather not try, okay? But if you want to make money, okay, you have got to try and you have got to be prepared to fail, okay? And, I think a lot of traders want to hide, okay? So they'll hide behind a guru, they'll hide behind a robot, and they'll blame the guru or the robot if they lost money. Well, that's not really the way to make money in Forex trading. You're responsible for your destiny and you're responsible for the money you make. So unless you want to take responsibility, then you are never ever going to succeed. Now in Forex trading, I think, once you actually realise that you have to take responsibility to win, then it becomes easier. Just get ready to try. It's better to try and fail than not to try at all. And if you get the right education and you invest some time in learning, then obviously you can make money. Now, I'm just going to come to my story in relation to sales and what I learned from it. And when I started off, my first ever sales job was in life assurance, okay? I'd never sold anything before. And I came in and I tried to sell and I just couldn't do it. And, I tried, I worked really hard and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't really take the rejection. I wasn't prepared for the psychological challenge of it. Having to, basically react to the person on the other side who I was selling to. I didn't have an understanding of how to do it. I failed miserably in my first job at selling. But I kind of liked the idea of working for myself. And I decided to have another go. So I decided to go and teach myself how to sell correctly and then come back and get another job. And the job I actually chose to come back into is I wanted to be a commodity salesman. So commodity markets, futures markets, they covered currencies at the time as well. Saw it all over the news about how much money could be made in this industry. And I thought, well, that has got to be the industry to sell in. And I'm going to give you a book here, and I recommend anyone read it. And it's a sales book, but it's a great book for life. And it's called The Art of Selling by Tom Hopkins. And when I read it, it actually changed my life. Because the first few chapters were all motivational, just saying, look, you have got to try. If you do not try, you won't win. But more importantly, what he was saying was that anyone can learn the skills needed to win at selling. And he went through all of the skills that are also needed in Forex trading, like get an education, learn the right knowledge, don't fear rejection, persevere. And it was a very motivational first few chapters. And actually, when he broke down the selling techniques, he broke them down, in such a way that he related them to the psychology of the person that you would be selling to. And I actually got a degree in psychology anyway. And I actually thought, this is actually totally correct. And I learned all these skills. And then I went and I applied for various jobs in commodities, and I couldn't get one because I had no experience. And eventually I rang up a company out of the phone book, and they thought I was so enthusiastic they invited me in for an interview. And they said, what do you know about commodities? I said, nothing, but I can learn that. But I said, I do really believe that I can sell. And they just gave me a trial. And I was actually highly successful at it. And I think there was about 10 people in the sales team at that time. And I managed to do more sales than the rest of them combined. And when I was in that room, I noticed one thing. Those guys were frightened of rejection. They were thinking of changing the sales team anyway. But these guys just weren't going for it. I was going for it, and I kept going. and I would work terrifically hard. The rejection never bothered me. I just focused on the numbers and kept going. And you know, I was really good at it. And also I was using the psychological skills that I'd learned in the book, you know, How to Master the Art of Selling. And if you look at Forex markets, if ever you watch any of my videos, I've always believed in certain things, you know, that, you know, trading Forex is a numbers game. You look long term. Losses should never, ever bother you. You just switch off to them. And, you know, I've always, you know, seen Forex trading in that way. You know, I'm always expecting the unexpected. I'm always sticking to my plan. And I think, you know, when I looked around that sales room at the time, you know, I just noticed that the guys weren't motivated. They didn't really believe in themselves. And, you know, they just never were going to make it. It's a bit like the guys in the Alex Baldwin video at the beginning. And, you know, the other point I'd stress on Forex trading, and just go back to it again, is psychology, okay? You know, in the selling, it's psychology one-on-one, okay? In Forex trading, it's psychology, but you've got to work out what the big group is going to do, i.e. the bulk of traders, and avoid them. And I've always said that, you know, Forex trading, yeah, method is very secondary to mindset. It's that mindset that is going to help you make a lot of money. And I think, you know, obviously you have to have the right mindset for yourself, but you've always got to think, you know, what are the others going to do? And avoid them, because 90% of traders lose. And I think, you know, just to conclude this video, you know, selling is a tough game, okay? But the rewards are fantastic. You know, all you have to do is depersonalize it. And yes, just like, you know, selling, you can learn the skills needed to win. Forex trading is the same. You can learn the skills needed to win. They could both be tough mentally, but you know, once you learn to switch off, okay, not take rejection personally, not take losses personally, and just focus on your plan, you can make a lot of money. And I think, you know, if you're a good salesman, you would make a great Forex trader probably. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I mean, it's not a link that probably people would normally you know, associate selling skills to Forex skills. But yeah, when I think about it, the skills I learnt to sell helped me win at Forex trading. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching me again. Take care. Have a good day.